Let's go through the team list here. For New South Wales,
from the 400 metres.
Tyler Gunn, Joshua Ralph. Well, apparently Josh Ralph is out there. Matt Wood and Jack Collette. Don't think Jack Colette's out. Well, I don't think Jack Colette's out there.
But what did Josh Ralph do? He ran an 800. Now he is running a 400. That's a great effort and commitment to the state.
Sorry, Alex, for this. ACT, Adam Farlow, Matt Walters, Philo Saunders, Jonathan Stefaniak. I think Philo's done something else today as well.
A 1500 final?
Oh, that's interesting. Murray Goodwin, Daniel Moen, Taylor Burns, and Jamari Sanderson-Malera for Queensland. For Victoria, Conrad Kumaros, Harrison Rubin, Matthew Napier, Liam Procacchino, and South Australia, Liam Moss, Louis Falland, Brett Fisk, and Dylan Stenson. Now, we'll get into the seriousness here, Alex.
We better.
All right, you get some 400 runners together. They don't mind a bit of a chat, but talk us through what would be your... Obviously, each leg has something a little bit different to it. Did you find yourself as a specialist to any of the legs?
Look, myself, I really like the second leg, the first part in lanes and then the crossover. Really good opportunity to see where you are in the race and really sort of try to control the tempo a little bit. But yeah, first is really a specialist leg as well, and I had the opportunity to run a couple of times internationally at first leg. But look, in all honesty, it's really exciting. That's the good thing about the 4x4s. Every leg is different, and it really requires a lot of thought. You really have to see where you are in the race and really go out there and do your best the whole way around.
Yeah, that first leg it does. Unless you're in lane one, it is a little bit off-putting about where your marks are. If you're someone who does control your race from the markings on the track, if you're anyone, you could be out in lane 9. You're almost running another 30 metres past the finish line just to pass the baton.
Absolutely, and mentally it's quite hard as well. You know, having to run past the finish line is something that we're not really used to, and being able to push past that extra 10, 20 metres to your next runner is really quite difficult.
Because you might enter the home straight and think, oh man, I'm feeling good. 100%. But you've actually run 30 metres less.
That's it. It's really quite different, and one of the exciting things about the 4x4, you don't really get to see that often.
Now running in his first leg, Tyler Gunn for New South Wales, Adam Farlow, ACT, Murray Goodwin, Queensland, Conrad Kumaros for Victoria, and Liam Moss for South Australia. Now, Tyler Gunn, he might be a little bit tired. This is his 8th 400, so he's now won a day.
Absolutely very impressive from the youngster. 8 400s. I've done 5 in a row, and that was impossible. So for him to do 8 is very impressive, and he's putting up a really good fight here now.
Honestly, I think he'll probably hand the baton over in first. He's a talented athlete. Heat semi-final for the under-20s, and then their under-20 4x4. Heat semi-final of the Opens, and now the 4x4 Opens, and he's running really, really well. He's probably up in first place at the moment. Murray Goodwin finding something a little bit extra, but it'll be New South Wales who changed the baton in first place, and that looks like Josh Ralph, another very handy 400-metre runner. Good to see them New South Wales boys in the full kit.
Yeah, no, it's great to see. It's always good to see the athletes out there, and Joshy Ralph especially. It's good to see he's changed over to the New South Wales uniform. But this is going to be an interesting leg between Ralph and Moen. Both athletes want to take that inside into this bend. It looks like Ralph is going to take the lead. Moen's going to have to stick in behind him.
Yeah, tough call there from Moen to try and pass on the bend. He maybe should have tucked in a little bit earlier to stop himself from having to slow up.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get the speed back once you do drop it like that. Ralph, the 800-metre specialist, he'll be good down the lines.
Oh, Moen
here comes
finding
Moen.
a bit of gear here. He's going to pass it to training partner Taylor Burns, and we'll see what Zach Holdsworth has over a 400 metres. And Taylor Burns not doing a hand swap. He's going right. Oh, they went right to right. That's a very interesting way to do it.
Yeah, usually you'll take in your left, switch to your right, and then off you go, because obviously you want to watch the incoming runner come in, you turn, you run, you turn back, grab the baton, and off you go.
Now, Zach Holdsworth is not doing a bad job at the moment.
Thinking he's stuck in here. Might be in a really good position for this last leg for Jack Collette.
Well, they've got the silver medalist from the Open 400 metres, the first-time sub-47 runner. And Jamari also going Bashawn Jackson style, facing his teammates as they come in. Oh, he's made Jack. Oh, he's turned around. They're switching it up in there, guys. No one knows what's doing. It's a mystery. Queensland taking the baton in the lead. Jack Collette, interesting little change over there. And the Victorians have their last run out there, Liam Procacchino. We'll see what happens. This could be a big run for Jack Collette to take him down.
Really interesting position here. What does Jack do? Does he try to put the foot down and close the gap, or sit where he is and try to kick home?
I think he has to get up the back of the Queensland athlete. He really does. He has to get up there and obviously tuck in behind, keep behind him for the bend, but the gap was large when he took the baton, so it's going to be a tough ask for him.
And it's really hard being in no man's land, but look at him come now off the bend, doing really well to close that gap.
Sanderson Malera here might have held something a little bit back here, but it looks like Queensland will take out the final event of the championships. Don't slow up too much there, Jamari. 13, 12, 20. Great running from the boys. Excellent work. Victoria finishing in third. South Australia and the already had run ACT team. Well done to the boys.
Yeah.
And that is the final event on the program. We'll say goodbye to Alex Beck. Thank you for joining us. You copped a little bit there, just a little bit.
Hey, thanks for having me, boys. Always happy to cop a little bit. But how good is it to see the 4x4 finish the national championships?
What a way.
No,
it's traditional.
Great.
I don't know what they do at the World Champs. They put the 4x1 last.
Yeah, it used to always be the 4x4. But it is one of those things, though. I actually didn't mind them switching it.
You get to have
You get to have a little bit of fun at the end of it, because usually you're the very last event, and you have to be good all the way up through to that. But now, the last couple of majors, they've had it with a few days to go, so then you have a few days to sort of just relax and chill out a little bit. But nonetheless, it's still great to finish with the 4x4s. We're going to cut down to Tams, and she's down there with the Queensland team.
I'm down here with the boys from Queensland. Fantastic effort, guys. Now, the first thing I have to say is, have you done much 4x4 baton passing changes in practice?
No. This is my first time. First 4x4, yeah.
Well, it was one of the most entertaining things, because you're usually meant to grab the baton facing inwards, and you started outwards and then went inwards, and it was funny because then you made the New South Wales team change as well. So it was entertaining to watch, but great race.
I'm a trendsetter.
We might take off. We might see the international do it, because there was no problem in it. Did you guys expect to win? Because the New South Wales team looked pretty tough on paper.
Yeah, we didn't really know any of the teams going in. We sort of had a solid team going in ourselves, so yeah, we sort of knew we'd be around the mark somewhere.
And were you disappointed that Alex Beck decided he wasn't tough enough to compete? The boys have been giving it to him up there.
It would have been great to have Alex, but he's obviously had a big few days, and yeah, he's he said he's getting a bit old. Yeah, so it would have been great to have him, but everyone stepped up, so it's all good.
And it's a new concept. Used to be back in the old days that they had the open 4x4s and the 4x1s on the program. What do you think? Do you love having them back? Maybe not so a good person to ask right now, but...
Not really. It's a bit tough to back up on the last day. I wasn't loving it too much, running it, but it's all right now, yeah.
But you get a gold medal, so that's pretty special.
Yeah, exactly. Makes up for crap performances before.
Well done, guys. Queensland takes the final event on the program. Go celebrate.
Congratulations to Queensland, but we've got to wonder, is Alex Beck, is he a bit unsure in his decision now? Is he regretting not being down there with the Queensland team?
He did cop a little bit from down there. They said you're too old.
Oh! Well,
that came from Murray Goodwin as well. I think he was my age. That microphone's turned off, Alex. Sorry. We can't have a chat. There's the official results there. Queensland finishing the championships with the gold medal. This is obviously the tally of all the championships. It comes down to the 4x4. Queensland, the ultimate champions of the national championship.
Just putting it out there, Queensland, does that count